Hey everybody, welcome to another video review. This is, I think, the last souvenir we got from Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. This is the Porg puppet. I don't think this one is actually exclusive to Galaxy's Edge. The Salacious Crumb Kawakian monkey lizard. Is it a spider monkey lizard? Anyways, you know what I mean. The Salacious Crumb, that's exclusive to Galaxy's Edge. So is the Build-A-Droid, so is the lightsaber. But this guy, I think you can actually get just, in Tomorrowland, in the Star Wars, the Star Tours, the Star Tours gift shops. So, you can get them anywhere. And my daughters love the Porgs because, they look so cute. So Disney, again, knows what they're doing when it comes to marketing and selling plush toys and that type of thing all the way back since the Ewoks. They've been really good about that. So we got this one. And I think, when I reviewed Galaxy's Edge, I talked about sort of the parallels between Galaxy's Edge and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And there's a lot of parallels, like, for instance, the Ollivander's wand ceremony has parallels to the Build Your Own Lightsaber Asavis, for instance. And of course, all the themed food, just like at Wizarding World as well. The blue milk, green milk, sort of paralleling the butterbeer. Although the butterbeer tastes a lot better, actually, guys. And then, of course, you have the ride, both the Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run. And then you have the Harry Potter version, the Forbidden Journey, and of course, the incredibly themed queue to get there. In the case of Universal Studios, you have the castle to walk through, and then for Star Wars, you go through the Millennium Falcon. So there's a lot of parallels, and the parallel for this, the Wizarding World, would be their owl. They have an owl puppet where you can go in there, you can turn the head and do all sorts of stuff, and so they created a version of this. But it's almost like, again, Disney does everything, but just a little bit better, just like the next level up, right? Next level up. So here we go. So he's actually really soft. Really soft. So he's like plushy, so you can actually hug him. But there's a little bit of functionality to him as well. So if you go in there, it has like sort of two little controls. And again, just to compare this to the Kawakian spider lizard, this is the instructions for the Porg, and as you can see, it's attached to him, and you can just kind of read it and see what's going on, and it tells you. How to change the batteries, all that. There's nothing from the Salacious Crumb. So again, kind of disappointed by that, a little bit annoyed by that. So in any case, this thing that has a price tag is $45. That is insane for this thing. But there you go. Name: Porg, type avian, home planet, Octo, diet fish. All right. So one little lever causes it to flap. Oh, little guy. So you can see the whole thing. You can see the little feet there. Very soft and plushy. And the other one's hilarious. He opens his mouth and he does this thing. Like that. I'll have to check it out here. Oh yeah, this is where the, so let me see. There you go. The switch was turned off. All right, so I turned it back on. So let's flap and let's talk. How you doing, little buddy? That's hilarious, isn't it? So really nice, and when you kind of can interpolate the flapping with So anyways, the switch, by the way, is down here, okay? So you can turn it off to save some batteries, and then down here is also what you unscrew to change the batteries. So, again, there is a hard portion to this, and it's not completely soft and plushy, but it's surrounded by really, really nice, soft stuffing and fur. So, I could see, like, say, my 4.5-year-old giving it a hug or something like that. So, when you go to Galaxy's Edge, you see something like this, you can't resist getting the Porg, right? So that was, I think, the last souvenir that we got. The ones I was never too tempted by was the costumes. They still have some really nice quality robes. And in Doc Ondar, so it's basically taken me almost a week and like hours of Galaxy's Edge YouTube videos to finally remember the antiquities store is called Doc Ondar, right? Yeah, Doc Ondar. But anyways, in that place they actually sell Palpatine's cane, which is again a parallel to Harry Potter's Wizarding World, where they would sell you, I think, Malfoy's serpent cane, and the wand is in there, which is really cool. So I just noticed like there's a lot of these parallels, the kind of the philosophy and the theming and the idea behind it. So I wasn't ever too interested in the Jedi robes or the Sith robes. They're okay, their quality is fine, but I wasn't really too into that because again, you just can't really wear it, very easily. It's pretty heavy and thick. But if you're into that, they have like rebel costumes, like resistance costumes, first order costumes, very elaborate ones, very expensive ones. And they also have like, the snow speeder helmets, those blast helmets and all that stuff. And there's quite a few kids, walk around with those as well. You can wear them. I think you have to be a kid for it to fit. I don't know if they have ones that actually fit an adult. They may, but I didn't see any. You can also get like the helmet of Kylo Ren as well for about, I don't know, like $700. It's a like authentic replica, the whole 9 yards there. So again, this is just a smattering of the stuff we bought, both the lightsabers and droids, and the walking lizard, and this Porg right here are the highlights of what we decided to get from Galaxy's Edge. But there's a lot there for you if you are interested in it. And I think probably my last video, I'm probably just gonna make a little one where I kind of show how to take apart the lightsaber and actually change the battery, because the instructions for that can be a little bit tricky. They put it with the little lightsaber like holder, that little thing that you carry on your back, and sometimes people can miss it, or they might snip the little instructions or throw it away by accident. And even look at the instructions, it's not super clear. You have to kind of really think about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So I might show that for that little kind of to cap off the series. So hopefully look forward to that one, and that one, when I do that, will probably be my last Galaxy's Edge YouTube video. I think after everything, there's not really much left to be said about the whole thing. A lot of people are already going through the reservations, so they actually know what it's like. And then when the reservation window ends, more people will get a chance to go there as well. And so a lot of that content will be sort of, obsolete in a sense. But for the early waves, I just want to show off a couple of the cool little toys that I got there. So until next time, do take care.